Hi, Sam here. I just wanted to come on today and share with you, or maybe you're wondering what led me to doing my first ever episode online, which was starting to share my story. So it wasn't intentional as such. In that first video, I mentioned that I met some wonderful women over the last few months who had helped me through the kindness of their own hearts. And one of those women is called Katie Woodland. Now, I met Katie back in December, virtually online, even though we do actually live in the same town. But Katie's helped me improve my emotional and mental health with her own unique program, because she is a psychologist, but she's also a business coach for female entrepreneurs, which back in December I was not one of those. But anyway, as I mentioned, I've had this desire to help others, didn't know how, and also wanted to be self-employed. So I've been following Katie since December, and a post come up on her Facebook page about this 30-day OFA challenge. Didn't have a Scooby-Doo what the hell that was all about, but I wanted to sign up anyway, not with the intention of doing the challenge, but to give something back to Katie as a thank you. So I signed up and just sort of left it at that. A few weeks later, I had a message from Katie saying, have you signed up to do this challenge with me as part of my group? My group members don't add up, your email's registered, not heard from you. I hadn't followed her instructions of how to confirm with her. I was like, well, yeah, I did, but that was just as a thank you to you, not actually to do this 30-day business challenge, because at that point I didn't have a business. I had a desire for one. I'd had a desire to be self-employed. So anyway, Katie was like, come on, jump on, you've signed up, jump on board, just see what happens. You don't need a business to do this. Join our group. We've got a bunch of lovely ladies in there, which they are. So I thought, hey, what have I got to lose? I've signed up. Hey, what the hell? Let's just do this anyway. What I hadn't shared up until now, though, was that I do live with a couple of chronic health conditions, which are sort of classed as invisible. Like, you'd look at me and think there was nothing, I'm perfectly normal, healthy. One of those being ME, and then another one called Ehlers-Danlos syndrome, EDS for short. And both of those impact me with chronic fatigue and chronic pain. Back in 2010, I was severely affected with ME, and I had to give up work, and I haven't been in paid employment since 2010. And I knew I had to find some self-employment, really, that I could fit in around me, my body. So anyway, since starting this 30-day challenge, my body's been giving me some warning signs. My fatigue has increased, my pain has increased. So yeah, I was like, I had actually planned to do more online episodes than I have done, but I haven't. And there's some other things going on. I've started doing case studies for my crystal therapy training qualification. Just started to have my first clients in for doing the grief recovery method program with them, which I'm now a certified specialist. There's a lot of time management issues that I hadn't had to think about this sort of stuff for like nearly a decade. So I've started to feel overwhelmed. a lot of conflicting emotions going on, which is normal and natural. And it doesn't really matter how spiritual a person you are. We are all still humans living in a physical body with human emotions. And yeah, so I was having a lot of confliction going on. So I sort of like stopped, just came to a halt. I wasn't going to do another publishing, as they call it. I wasn't, whether that be audio, visual like this, or podcast as well, and a blog. No, just stopped. The adrenaline that I'd felt doing this challenge, which has been amazing, self-doubt started to take over. I was like, no, who's going to be interested in what I've got to say? Who is? So, even though I've got a good story that I want to share with people, the self-doubt and fear just leapt in. Anyways, within Katie's group, one of the ladies shared this video of a gentleman called Stephen Larson, who is part of the team running this OFA challenge, which is part of ClickFunnels, and it was his first ever episode 4 years ago. I think it's 4 years ago. And I was like, whoa, hold on. Like, you see him now, he's so engaging, he looks so professional, sorry. And I was like, oh, hold on a minute. And he's earned a shed load of money. I was like, okay, so this is 4 years ago. If he can do this, he's just another human being. I can do it. He keeps banging on about make your impact on the world, be seen online in whatever platform that is. Hold on, this actually works, because if he's achieved what he's achieved in 4 years, hell yeah, I can do it. So I was like, okay, we can do this. So with Katie's help, in her group, it was like she was encouraging me, talking it through with me, keep it simple, don't overthink it, what just keep it simple. What can you think, what can you talk about, what can you share, and the encouragement of the other girls in the group. I was like, okay, I can do this, and here I am doing it. So, but even with a number of guidance and advice from Katie, I was still procrastinating. It's been over, I think it's 9 days since I did my last episode, and I wanted to do it a couple of times a week, and it was like this big thing just stopped me. I was like, oh well, no, I need to make a decision about this first, or I need to make a decision about that. How do I do about this? I was procrastinating. Long short of it, I was just procrastinating and not. I was avoiding doing this, basically. And then Katie was like, pointed out to me, well, no, you don't really need to make any of those decisions about the future and the business, which I now have a strategy from whilst working with Katie. You don't need any of that for now. Go on, sharing your story. Let people listen. I was like, she's right, isn't she? Okay. So finally, after a week of confliction and going back and forth, I'm here, sharing how and what led me to making that first episode, and the challenges I've faced getting here in the last few days. So we all have our own beliefs and behaviours, and that's not going to change overnight. Face your fears, and the only way we can face fears and overcome them is to face them, step into them, and then we'll start to overcome them. Our beliefs and behaviours will start to be reprogrammed. We'll start making new pathways we walk down. So I feel very uplifted now to do the second episode and to share it with you. You know, one of my beliefs is to isolate myself and that I can sort it out. I don't need anyone else. I have to do this all alone. Whatever that issue may be, emotional, mental, physical, you know, any challenge in life. And over the last few months, I now realise that has not really helped me in the long term through the last 4 decades I've lived. So, you know, I've learned that we need to make connections. We need to have some accountability too, whether that be, you know, with a close friend, a family member, going to find a coach or a therapist, connecting with a group, you know, whatever that may be, whatever scenario is good for you. And that can be virtually online, or it can be in person if you're able. Yeah, we need to make connections. Find those people that light you up. You know, find like-minded people. And then I now realise if I find, and I have found like-minded people, I feel so much more confident and comfortable with them. I don't feel awkward. And having someone to be accountable to, and whoever that may be, really helps you achieve what you want to achieve, become the best version of you. So, yeah, that's all for today. I'd be really grateful if you comment, like or share this episode. Be interested to hear if you're a procrastinator as well, or how you may have faced your fears and stepped into them. And if you have made some connections that have been really helpful with you, love it if you share that with me. And until I see you next time, take care and see you soon.